Dun, 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 dun. Remember the bat dance when Batman and Robin, when Batman, I think they gave him some kind of drug or something. He started dancing, but then he wound up beating them up anyway. Y'all see the title? I'm gonna read these right fast because the New York Post's been getting kind of touchy lately, but that's okay. I'm pretty good with the spoken word. Two story now. There was another ching 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 ching. Wait a minute. I think I. Why are you doing that when you got it? Let me see. Yeah. I don't know how good it come through and whatnot, but I got
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
What the hell? Oh my God! No way! Yeah. Bruh.
that's a damn shame. Toys, right? Just freaking toy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's that slap. I love that one. Let's get it, cause cause I got I used a New York Post deal in a video, and it didn't like I didn't get flagged or nothing like that, but got a copyright notice from Massive Dynamics. So okay, well let's see if they can give it to me on reading. Now, this story was published 2 days ago. Okay. Two Randall's Island migrant shelter residents arrested for assaulting a security guard. That's right. I put up the picture of the guard. And I'm like, now, where all them, that's a female dog. Where all them slop mouth ass ninjas at? Now they want to say something when a brother respond to like a chick hit a dude and he retaliate, they want to jump on him with some that's a female dog. But you got migrants kicking black chicks that security guards asses, and them same, I'm telling y'all, the majority of black men only got beef and heat for other black men. Elderly, old people that can't defend themselves, you know what I'm saying? Old men, old women, and whatnot. Remember that white guy? Dude, he hit a dude running up behind you 19 running up behind, punching a 67-year-old man in the head. You didn't run up behind and try to punch a 25-year-old man in the head or somebody your age and size. You know, the one that I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, look, put his ass. See, they know the states where they can do stuff like that at. Because you can't, in certain places, you can't do that. You gonna get some, and it's gonna, katow. You gonna get clapped. They know. That's why they do it in these places. Because some people ain't to be toyed with. Some people ain't got no problem putting that clapper, putting that slapper out there. The clapper and the slapper. Oh.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yep, that's what it's going to be. Two residents of the embattled Randall's Island migrant shelter were arrested Monday night for assaulting a security guard. A male shelter resident, gee, I wonder who that is. A male shelter resident allegedly punched the guard in the face at the facility at 600 East 125th Street at around 7 p.m., police said. You don't know what she said to him. Okay, But you Negroes then stood up and watch him say and do stuff to black men. And when he respond, that's a female, dog. Y'all are weak. I've said it before. I say it again. Y'all are weak. The ones to do that, you weak. The only time they got heat and grief is for another black man. Regardless. With your whole asses. I know where you got it from. You got it from your mama. Same with that goofy ass name you got. What? Dontaria Jaraquavius. Man, look, change your name. Your mama giving y'all some jacked up names. And you wonder why people on job applications do that. Well, John Terrianovus. And no. That thing is going in the hold file for however long the state say you gotta hold it. As soon as it's done, it's going in the effing shredder. Male shelter resident allegedly punched the guard in the face, a truth teller, at the facility at 600 East 125th Street at around 7 p.m. Cops who responded to the report of an assault were speaking. Listen to this. Were speaking with the guard when another male resident assaulted him right in front of them. So the police talking to the guards, and you know what happened? Well, he came over here and she said, and then he hit her, and this, that, and while he's talking to the cop. Now it says another male resident, so I'm assuming it ain't the one that originally punched the original puncher. These jokers is out of hand. But hey, New York wanted it, so wait a minute.
Say it!
Okay, I'll say it. They try to put off like they're a bunch of tough guys, but they're nothing but wimps. I don't know. Oh yeah, oh no, I'll say the RBR one. That one. I got two RBR ones. Thanks SKC. I got two RBR ones. Yeah, so the cops, the third person, okay. Cops who responded to the report of assault were speaking to the guard when, another male resident assaulted, jumped, punched the dude talking to the cop right in front of him. Okay. Both men were taken into police custody. A third custody. I said custody. What? I'm making up stuff. A third person believed to have been somehow involved in the altercation was also arrested, cops said. I don't know what, they don't say what he done. Charges against the trio were still pending Monday night. But y'all know who the DA is up there in New York City. They probably already back at the shelter watching themselves on their freaking government Obama phone, Bush phone, Clinton phone. The shelter has been the scene of at least two other violent confrontations between residents and security or police this month. A wild brawl broke out after several we remember that one with the ones with I done the video on that one too when they were kicking the cops and whatnot, and then hell they wasn't even in jail for a few hours, and then they walk out in front of the cameras. This is all y'all fault. What they just need her? They need to stay their ass with they mess over there. But they're here now, so I'll just deal. There's some of us is just willing. We'll just deal with them accordingly. Okay, the footage shows officers sparring with a man in front of a large crowd before some onlookers jumped in, including the one who nailed the officer in the head with the backpack. Before that, a migrant was busted for drunkenly fighting cops who tried to remove him from the facility on the 4th of February. One of the officers was treated at a local hospital following the scuffle. The violence inside the shelter has also included disputes among residents. Now, you already know, I'm going to say it. I said it before. I said it again. And I'm going back to the black. If that was a black dude, hit him in the head, punching it and whatnot, he probably would have got shot. These orders and commands are coming from the top. It's going from the governor's office, trickling down. I don't care what she said, when she talking about they got to go, no one beats our cops. Well, yes, they do. But that no clap, no fight, no tase clause, then somehow it's then trickled from the top seat all the way down to the local level to your mayor and then to your freaking chief of police for y'all not to do it. But that don't clap and don't tase clause ain't been trickled down for you, Mr. Black person. See, you will get it. I'm telling you, I'm telling you what I've been doing for decades and telling y'all, the people you think they ain't on your side. You don't have any friends. Okay? Dafren, Dafren, Dafren Canizales, Canizalez, was, God dang it, I need to just leave it on there, was to death in the facility's cafeteria last month. Did y'all hear about that one? The suspect, Moises Coronado, 27, allegedly stabbed his fellow asylum seeker on the 6th of January after the pair got into a fight over comments he made about Canizales' girlfriend. I don't care what race you got. You got dudes dying over meow. Dude, stop it. Don't trust. She didn't heard worse than what he done said. She done said worse about other women than what that dude said to her. Man, I ain't going to no pen. All right. I don't know. Now, being that he done caught a body, I'm quite sure something gonna happen to him. He ain't gonna just return to the shelter like nothing happened. But you know what I'm saying. But anyway, now let's get to what happened today. Migrant today. All this, all of this, all of it. I want a picture. Yeah, I'm gruesome like that. During a fight at NYC at a New York City shelter, suspected attacker in custody. This was at 1:54 p.m. today. And 24-year-old man, cops took resident into custody, police resources said. Okay, 24-year-old migrant was, during the fight with another resident at Big Apple shelter Wednesday, with the suspected attacker now in custody. The Popo said the victim was plunged. It won't say, it says the victim was plunged. They even got to clean up the victim was plunged, stomach, face, neck, arm, with an unknown object. Unknown object. Maybe it was a magic marker. I don't know. Maybe it's a Slurpee cup. Ooh, a Slurpee straw. You got to watch out for them Slurpee straws. Around 11:30 this morning. Like I said, this happened today. Inside the Lincoln Center site at 31 Central Park North near 110th Street in Harlem. Across 110th Street. Put your... Bobby, I hate to do that one to you. I was the third brother of five, doing whatever I had to do to survive. Damn it. I'm not saying everything I did was all right. Trying to get out of the ghetto is a day-to-day fight. 100. I love that song. Like the movie too. It's blaxploitation, but I take it for what it is. I like it. In Harlem, violence erupted. Okay, when they start putting green stripes on NYPD vehicles. Let me see. Let's do this. Hey, brothers, there's a better way out. Shooting that, don't snorting that coke, man, you copping out. Take my advice. You gotta live to survive. Okay, the NYPD said he was rushed by EMS to Mount Sinai Hospital in stable condition. His alleged attacker was nabbed by the cops at the scene, sources said. Yeah, incident come after 2 days after security. Yeah, to punch in the face. I just done that one. Yeah. So, man stabbed at NYC. Yeah, this is across from Central Park. I didn't know that. And y'all, Mayor Adams, New York City mayor, calls to reform sanctuary city laws. What is reform? What is this reform we speak of? Now, I can show that video. So,
those small numbers that are committing crimes, we need to modify the sanctuary city law that if you commit a felony, a violent act, we should be able to turn you over to ICE and have you deported. It is a right to live in this city, and you should be not committing crimes in our city for doing so. Right now, we don't have the authority to do so.
So that's Mayor Eric Adams of New York City doubling down yesterday, calling to change New York City's sanctuary laws. The mayor admits migrant crime has become a big issue in his city, but he says the law does not allow criminals to be reported to ICE for deportation. Would have come in handy a few times. Let's bring in host of the Guy Benson Show. Guy Benson, Guy, good to see you. Okay, so you heard Mayor Adams there. I want to pull up his tweet from 2021 because here is an about face if you've ever seen one. He said in 2021, we should protect our immigrants, period. Yes, New York City will remain a sanctuary city under an Adams administration. My, how things have changed.
Yep, the politics have changed, and so his answer has changed on this. In the clip that you just played, he said living in New York City is a right. I think he meant it's a privilege for people who actually don't have a right to be in the country. And because there has been this serious uptick in crime involving illegal immigrants, and as a former law enforcement guy, he's seeing that law enforcement's hands are tied to take action that would be widely supported by New Yorkers, he's changing his tune, and he wants the law changed. He should not just say that, he should force the issue. And what's interesting, Aisha, is in Chicago, another sanctuary city, there are Democratic aldermen who are pushing to strip the city completely of their sanctuary status because they're sick of it as well. The left-wing mayor there, Brandon Johnson, is opposing them, but the politics in all of this is turning rather dramatically, even in some of the bluest cities in the country. And I think some of the credit has to go to Greg Abbott in the state of Texas for really pushing the envelope and forcing these places to live with the consequences of their preening and their policies. And it turns out that when the rubber meets the road in some cases, these politicians don't like their own rhetoric so much, at least living with what their rhetoric brings about.
Unfortunately, Guy, we don't know what's going to happen next, do we? And you have to think, if this was your position before, how high are you considering the CYA now and going forward?
Exactly right, because talk is cheap. Eric Adams can put out tweets and beat his chest about the sanctuary city status of New York because we're welcoming and reading the poem from the Statue of Liberty and all of that. That's the typical sort of progressive talking point. And then you realize, okay, wait, this isn't working out so well for me anymore. People are angry. Let me say something different. That is very much separate and apart from showing leadership and bringing the city council to the table and changing the law. So I think he should be given like half a clap maybe for conceding to reality a little bit with his words, but actions will matter a lot more.
And maybe the president needs to address people like Mayor Eric Adams, his fellow Democrats, on Thursday when he's at the border. We'll see if he does that. Hey, last night, Dr. Phil was on with Jesse Waters on Jesse Waters Prime Time, and he kind of summed up what I think a lot of folks at home are thinking, but doesn't get talked about very much. Listen to this.
I think people are afraid to take a position on this because if they take a position and say we should control the border, then they're labeled as anti-immigration. We're not talking about immigration. We're talking about illegal immigration. We need to all stand up for this country and stop apologizing. Stop apologizing for having a border that's not a turnstile.
Yeah, I mean, why is this so hard? I mean, why do people still, this administration, tiptoe around this?
Well, it's two separate questions, and I'd first of all say that Dr. Phil is just out there dropping truth bombs this week. He went on The View and was setting the ladies straight and educating them about the harm of school shutdowns during COVID, and a few of them didn't want to hear that, astoundingly, years later, and he just brought the facts. I think he brought the facts again with Jesse last night on this issue. Most Americans, Aisha, I think, very much agree with the premise of your question. Why is this so hard? We are opposed to illegal immigration. It's completely out of control. Secure the border. That is a massive consensus issue. Biden and his administration have a problem, though, because even if they wanted to secure the border, which they have not demonstrated any desire to do so for 3 years, they have an activist class that takes a very different position. They are loud. They are involved in a lot of fundraising, grassroots, and all that sort of thing on the ground. They don't want to offend that crowd because they live in constant fear, paralysis of alienating their left, and therefore we get the policies that we do and the failures that we do in so many cases.
You're exactly right about his comments on COVID, by the way. He was talking about the least vulnerable are kids in school and college-age kids. And
yes,
he said that they're the least vulnerable when it comes to COVID, but the most vulnerable in the long term because of the social skills that they lack because they weren't around people. Guy, thanks for coming on today. Yeah, we'll hear you on radio very soon, okay? Thank you, Guy.
See you.
Thanks, guys.
Got it.
Well, there you have it. You hear from the man yourself. See, I can show that one because it's Fox. Fox don't be tripping. They don't be tripping like that. Anyway, tell me what you think, y'all. Tell me what you think. Y'all be good and be safe. Bye.